This was a weird game in that you made everything in the third quarter as a team. You made nothing in the fourth quarter as a team, and then you got them into overtime. What turned it their way more than anything else?
Well, I think we just, we hit some serious droughts. I think both teams did. We hit the drought last.
The shot you got at the end of regulation, was it the shot you wanted?
Yeah, I could have got a better one, but that was a shot I practiced all, my entire career.
Was it looked like to me, because I've been around most of that if they sent the double, you were going to look to get it to somebody, and if they guarded you one-on-one, you were going to go? Is that how it kind of played out?
Right.
When you shot it, did you feel good about it, or did you know right away that's not going?
I felt a little left, but I was hoping I was going to be able to kind of lean it in the basket a little bit.
This was a much better effort for your team than the other night in Dallas. Can you build on it at all?
Yeah, we can. Certain things that we did well. We just, got to try to limit the amount of droughts that we go through.
What's the biggest challenge against that Denver team? Because it's a weird kind of lineup. They don't necessarily have a huge star, but everybody can play a little.
Just keeping Lawson out the paint is really the big thing. He gets in the paint and, creates mismatches and, open opportunities for shooters.
I said that's about as good as I've seen Robert Sacre play since he's been here. What'd you think of him tonight?
No, he can play. He's got a consistent jumper, and he can score down low.
The way that West played defense today, how can you get that be more consistent from him?
He's been playing solid defense, as of the last couple weeks. He's been doing a great job.
Kobe, you guys still trying to find yourselves, and how difficult is that to do with, guys going in and out of the lineup with injuries the way you have this season?
Yeah, it's tough to get that consistent rhythm, but we'll get there.
3-11 now. How are you dealing with this?
I'm okay. You just got to go to the next game. We opened the season with a really tough schedule, and we've been playing better as of late. Tonight we let one get away from us, but we've been playing much better.
About the idea of you guys trying to find yourselves, could you describe your chemistry with Jeremy Lin right now and how that's going?
Well, it's fine. I think he's really added, pull-up jump shot to his game over the last 2 or 3 games, which I think, is something that that's a big key for him and a big key for us. Coming off the screen roll and pulling up, shooting a mid-range shot, I think it's going to do nothing but open up our game. And he and I playing two-man action a lot and trying to take advantage of the defense that way.
Kobe, talk about the growth and progress of the team's performance, even in the loss. What do you see?
We're playing much better. Today kind of felt a little flat. We had spurts where we really had some high energy and got out in transition and stuff like that. But we've been playing better as of late. Outside of the Dallas game where they hit everything that they threw up.
You started 7 of 11 from the field. You probably don't know this, but then you finished, I think, 10 of 24. Did they make an adjustment on you, or did your shot just not go towards the end of the game?
I feel like I kind of took myself out of rhythm a little bit. In the third quarter, I might have been a little too passive and kind of, let the game kind of get away from me a little bit and try to gain it back a little bit. So, it's a tough balance.
Interesting comments there from Kobe to John Ireland at the close of that interview, because Kobe said maybe he got out of his rhythm a little bit. He was 6 of 10 through the first 3 quarters, then in 4 of 14 in the fourth quarter in overtime. What did you see from Kobe later in the game?
Kobe's going to be Kobe. He's so competitive, and he's made so many shots for us, but he said, coming back off this road trip that, his legs felt just a little bit weak. That he didn't have the lift. And so I think as the game goes on, sometimes that might come into play. I'm not really sure because I think he was 1 of 8 down the stretch and, taking some very tough shots with a hand in his face. So those are tough shots to make. He's been making them his whole career. And I think sometimes, it just you come up a little short if your legs aren't up under you.
Mm-hmm. And I think, James, you and I both know from playing that you can lose your rhythm at the same time. Kobe, as great as he is, he's also trying to get other people involved. That's great for the team, but for his rhythm, he's got to get shot attempts in between, Swaggy P getting a shot, Jeremy Lin getting a shot, Sacre, anybody. He's got to keep shooting the ball, but maybe just not as much. Then he can find his rhythm. He'll knock him down all day long, especially in the fourth quarter.
Did you like the way that they were moving the ball offensively?
I liked it, up until like the last, 4 or 5 minutes. And then in overtime, I liked it up until then. Jeremy Lin had a great game. I mean, he was taking advantage of Ty Lawson. He was directing traffic early. I think a couple times he waved Kobe away and did some things. And I think they gotta trust that to the end. I mean, Kobe's great. We still can get Kobe shots. He still can be the guy that takes the shots at the end of the game. But I think it's got to be a little bit more, a little bit more execution. And people say, well, the weak side, they aren't moving. That's true, too. They got to cut to the basket. But a lot of times it's just got to be that extra pass and trusting Jeremy Lin and trusting a Wayne Ellington to take that shot, trusting a Swaggy P. Not that Kobe doesn't trust him, but I think it's just got to be more, people involved so that you're not so unpredictable and forcing Kobe to hit really tough shots at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's where the drought comes in. You heard Kobe saying it in his post-game comments that they freeze so much that all of a sudden now everybody's just watching them, and then next thing you know, nothing's happening.
Because you're expecting to knock him down. I mean, for 19 years.
Exactly.
He's satisfied us for so many years that's, but now it's time to, maybe tweak it a little bit so that, teams don't know what you're going to do all the time.
Well, let's check in once more.